What's going on, fishy friends? We are back after a little bit of a long delay. We had a fifth Thursday of the month late in March, and we don't have fishing reports on the fifth Thursday. So we had that week off, and then last week I was down in North Carolina fishing, and we had to move the reports from last Thursday to today. So without further ado, let's just jump right back into the reports. We got Captain C.L. Marshall tonight. And Captain Marshall is on the boat right now, so we get like a literally live fishing report. What's going on, Captain? How are you, sir?
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. How was your trip to Carolina, Grant?
You know what, man? It was great. It was nice, warm weather. Up in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you this. Every time I leave the Chesapeake region to fish elsewhere, I'm reminded about the awesome resource that we have where we are. I mean, like, this takes nothing away from North Carolina's fishery, but I mean, we have a special thing here, brother, and every time I leave, it helps me recognize that a little bit more.
Yeah, I tell you, it's a cool place. Like today, we're fishing right now, and today I've got a grandfather and his 4 grandkids on the boat. We spent a good part of the day catching perch and some catfish, getting the rods bent for them, and now we're set up down here trying to catch a dinosaur. And Brad Taylor's dad, Jamie, in front of me, he's schooling me right now, and I don't like it too much. He's putting on a show for me, and I think he's doing pretty well. We've been set up here about an hour. We don't have a bite yet, but we're gonna get one.
By dinosaur, do you mean a giant black drum or a giant red drum?
Oh, I don't care. Either one of them will be fine today. I'll take either one of them at this point of the day.
Got it. So is the approach the same, I guess?
Yeah, we're fishing the shallows right now. I'm in 2.5 feet of water up on a grass flat. And we've got some cut crab out, 7 rods out, just waiting for one of them to go down. And I think it's probably going to happen while we're on this show.
Yeah. Let's hope. You've been on the boat before, and it was light at the beginning of the show and dark at the end of the show. So
yeah,
I think it got dark. You were getting, like, fish were taking off.
Yeah, we were getting bit. Let's hope that happens today. I tell you, Grant, on the fishing front, things have been good. One of my friends over at near Pocosin, over in the back river, he had a double-digit day on reds recently. I guess it was 4 days ago. He caught them on top. He was casting bucktails and stuff to him, and he had a great day. I've heard of several reports over near that back river reef that have been quite good. So I'm hoping that continues over there. Those guys are banging them up pretty good.
Before we get too far into that, let's do the 2-minute bite for the people that want their goods right here in the beginning of the show.
I got you.
Bite is the fish that's biting best, what you're using, and what's your technique.
Well, right now we're using a fish finder rig with a 2-ounce flat sinker on it to a 28-inch leader. I'm using 50-pound fluoro over that, going to an 8/0 circle hook. I'm using a half a sook right now. Peelers are kind of hard to find, and that's what we're doing now. We were using top and bottom rigs earlier today with bloodworms for the cats and the perch, but that's what we've been doing. We haven't varied that strategy. We fished a variety of places in the bay, all shallow water structure, and that's been productive for us. The numbers are on the upswing on both the black and reds. And yesterday we did fish a little bit of deeper water, a little 14, 15 foot oyster rock. And there were some reds caught there as well. So fishing's good.
And by reds, we're talking Bull reds, puppy drum, what?
No, we're catching the big ones. I haven't had one in the slot this year. Of all the fish we've caught thus far, 48's been the big on the red side, and we've caught some really hammer, some black drum, really hammer black drum. Generally, most of the ones that we catch early in the shallows, like we're doing now, are the smaller ones, the 30 to 40 pounders. But we've had a couple
smaller, 30 to 40 pounder.
Yeah, they're the little ones for us, but we've been there's been some that have approached 50 and that we've caught. So fishing's been good. It's been steady. The numbers haven't been real strong yet, but we're catching a fish or two every time we go. Sometimes a few more than that, and that really makes it. So yeah, fishing's good.
So I touched on why this region's so special, and there's a lot of reasons why the Chesapeake, Chesapeake Bay is so special. But one of those you just kind of hit on is you want redfish. Well, we get the biggest one. You want striped bass. Huge striped bass in the bay. You want speckled trout. Like Texas and Baffin Bay, that area gets some big trout, but so does the Chesapeake Bay. We get some huge trout.
Yeah, right here where I'm sitting now. In October last year we had one right at 30 inches. So yeah, it's we have that opportunity, and they catch them all over the bay. They're moving farther up the bay every year, Grant. And those guys up the bay are doing a great job of targeting them and developing that fishery. So it's good. Fishing's good.
Well, we do have, as always, we have question of the night.
Yep.
We have a question already coming in from Shore Sharp, a TFC Plus member.
Yep.
Shore Sharp, appreciate your support as always. We have a 5-inch jerk shad from Old School Tackle Company. It's in Gold Digger. I think that looks like a winner, man.
Yeah, I'm partial to that Old School Eastern Shore champagne, man. I like that.
Yep. And then we got a smoking shiner. It's a 3.5-inch fatty. Also from Old School. The question of the night: we'll win that prize, and we will get that mailed out within the next day or so. So we have one question coming in from Shore Sharp, and he asked: is CL using hard crabs for bait or frozen peelers?
Yeah, I'm using the live sooks that were just caught this morning. That's what I'm using. I'm tearing the back of them off, cutting the legs off, and putting a half a body on that 8/0 circle hook.
So you're a carapace, or however you call that shell. You're one of the guys that rips that off, right?
Absolutely. I try to make it as easy for them to eat as possible. Although they eat the pointy ends out in the wild, I like to make it as easy for them to eat, and just the little bodies with the legs cut off. It's a nice little morsel for them to pick up, and plus it allows the scent to get in the water a little bit better. We change baits very regularly, and I think that's important as well.
Well, there's a heated debate behind that. Some people want to leave that shell on there to hold your bait together. So I think that's more of a southern thing, where you get pinfish, because wherever you get pinfish, they'll pick that crab clean if you don't have that top shell on there.
Yeah, that'll happen here in the shallows as well when the swelling toads show up, or even on the deeper water oyster rocks where we fish a lot. Those swelling toads will get in there and they'll pick it off. They'll pick it pretty clean.
Got it. Well, what else is going on down there? Have you guys located any speckled trout yet?
Haven't seen a speckled trout, but one thing that's been really, really, really hot is the guys fishing off the beach. We had a great little black drum run for the surf fishermen, all along the seaside of Virginia's Eastern Shore. Those guys did really well, catching 4 or 5 fish a day, and it was good to see that. I didn't get over there for it. They're still catching them now. This east wind slowed it up a little bit, but I'm pretty sure today the wind's out of the south that they're probably over there catching some today. So yeah, they did really well in the surf here over the last couple of weeks before this northeast wind we just had.
So, I mean, my internal clock kind of tells me that April 11th, the trout should be in the Pocomoke Sound, shouldn't they?
I haven't seen one yet. I don't know of anybody that's caught one. I'm sure there's been a scattered one caught. Yesterday I was down off of Parker's Island, down that way behind a Nancock. We were fishing down there yesterday, and there was a couple guys that were fishing for them, but they had no luck yesterday as well. But
But
they should
aren't
be
they
showing up.
normally there by mid-April?
Usually May.
Okay.
Usually 1st of May is when traditionally we start catching them. My water temperature today is 57.9 up here in the Skinny. It took a little tumble when we had all that east wind. It tumbled a little bit for us, and that slowed us up a little bit. I think that in order for them things to bite here, I think we need 62, 64 degree water. That's kind of what I think, but I don't know that. I wouldn't take that as gospel. I'm sure if they're around, they're eat. But usually, I've had my dad's birthday, May the 8th, is when we've generally we've really started on the speckled trout, and we've been able to kind of target those.
Well, I mean, I managed to get my first speckled trout of the year in Maryland in February, but
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, we did have some that were some of my friends caught commercially. Some big ones that were still hanging around. I think we have a resident population of them now. Can you hear them kids yakking in the back right? They're having the best time and not catching the fish, man. That's what it's all about right there.
no problem, man.
But yeah, I think we got a resident. I think we have a small resident population of speckled trout now. And I'm hoping that we have a decent year this year. I really am.
Yeah, I mean, everyone that I talk to says that a mild winter in the past has led to a very good speckled trout season.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that there, really weren't, other than that really cold snap we had in December, there was really no windows for trout kills to happen.
No, it really wasn't. Last year, didn't have a lot of the small fish that we normally catch. The 14s to 18s. It wasn't a huge number of those, but the ones we did catch, were solid. Were solid fish, and we did okay with them. And I'm hoping this year that they're back in all sizes to, because there's a lot of angler effort for them, and I'm hoping that happens.
Sure. Well, guys, get your questions in now. I'm probably going to try to cut CL Marshall loose.
Oh, I'm good, man.
Early since he's on the boat with clients. So get your questions in now because we're probably going to stop around 7:20.
No, I'm good, man. Look, I'm good. I'm hoping we catch a fish while you're with us, Grant. You're generally good luck to me, man.
You know what? I'm glad I'm good luck to you because I'm not good luck to myself.
Yeah, I'm pulling out all stops tonight, man. I thought we'd have had one by now, but we haven't had that bite yet. But yeah, we're still trying. We're still swinging.
Well, let me sprinkle some of that dust on you real quick.
Yeah, man, I need it, man. I can use it. That's for sure. That's for sure.
All right, you have a rod on your port side right now, right?
I've got rods everywhere.
All right. Go back. All right, that one. The one with the dark line on it. That's going to get hit.
That is, we call that one the silver streak. And this one right here is Cortez de Oro. Cortez has got his own aura about him. Cortez is by far Cortez is a hammer. He doesn't play with little fish. He's about big fish. He calls them right out. Those that fished with me know Cortez. And yesterday I had some people from North Carolina with me, and the girl that was with us, when we got on the boat, she grabbed Cortez. She said, "I'm fishing with Cortez all day." So Cortez has his own following.
So, Captain Marshall, I mean, not to bring this up, but what if someone were to drop Cortez in the drink?
They'd go in after it. Oh, I'd go in after it, but Cortez would probably just Cortez would be fine. That's for sure.
What if it's in 50 feet of water?
Oh man, don't say that, Grant. Don't wish that on me, man. Don't wish that on me.
I'm just trying to think proactively so we can avoid that happening. But when
I
you
hear,
say silver stringer,
sir.
silver stringer, is that one? Is that another one?
That's a silver.
Yeah, that one's going down here in a few minutes.
Yep,
I'm calling my
silver
shot.
streak. Yeah,
That one's going to get better.
yeah, I'm hoping so.
All right.
Yeah, that one's kind of deep on the starboard side right now, and we caught one on that yesterday on the old silver streak yesterday. We had a red one on it yesterday.
Well, we got a
So,
couple more questions coming in.
yeah, man.
Skyblazer RC, how you doing, buddy? He says, were you sight fishing those reds in Pequosen?
That wasn't me. That was one of my friends was over there and called me with the info. That was and yes, they were sight fishing. They were on top. They were casting to them. They made it happen. He was quite. It was Glenn Watkins is who it was, and Glenn was very excited when he called me. Where are you? Where are you? I said, man, I'm 42 miles from you, man. I can't get there.
Well, the Mako can't hit 42 miles in about 10 minutes?
No, it can't, man. No, it's not. Today's a little nautical. We had hoped this wind's going straight south on me, which is always good for where we are, the location that we're fishing, and we had hoped it would moderate this afternoon, and it's been right steady. It's probably 15 right now.
Yeah, I was out in my flat boat less than an hour ago, and it was sporty. I'll say that. It was sporty.
Yeah, but these guys I got with me today, they're handling it pretty well. That's for sure. They've made the best of the day we have.
Let's see. Shore Sharp is asking. He's got two questions.
Yeah, man.
Shore Sharp wants some old school tonight. He says, CL, do you use clam for black drum?
I haven't been. I have some on the boat. I chummed with them a little bit early. I like them to chum with, and I'm a big fan of that. You know, when I show up at a spot, especially in the shallows, when I got a good running current, you know, I'll waste half a dozen crabs, and you know, today it was 25 clams I put in the water, busting them up and throwing them back there. I haven't used clams fishing for black drum yet because I really haven't been fishing deep. I'll generally fish deep with them. When I say deep, I'm talking 20 feet of water or so. But right now, I think they're up here looking for crabs. Although the ones I've cleaned this year, their bellies have been full of clams. But thus far, we've had no issue catching them with the crab. And it's a little easier bait to stay on the hook, a little easier bait to maintain. These clams are kind of soft, and they get picked at pretty good. Crabs and every other kind of thing. We'll work on them.
Short Sharp is also asking, he says, are you still catching good sized perch?
Yeah, some of the perch we caught today were pretty good. You know, they're probably got a couple 12 inches or so. So that was good. Didn't catch as many blue cats as we thought we would catch. I was looking for some steady action for these kids to keep the rods bent. And we didn't catch as many of those as I thought we would catch. But yeah, it's been a good day.
How are you catching the perch?
I was using bloodworms. I was using some crab, and it really didn't matter as long as you got something that. Oh, the perch. I'm sorry. Excuse me. We're using bloodworms on the top and bottom rig.
Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me another story about a fishing rod. You got the one that has a lot of stories about it. What about another one? You got a story about your personalities on your fishing rods?
No, that's about where it stops with those. You know, the Silver Streak and Cortez. The rest of them are just sort of, you know, 10 5,000s on tsunami trophy series rods for what we're doing in the shallow water where we don't have to fight deep, and these fish string you out pretty good. It's adequate for what we're doing, and it gives the anglers an opportunity to fight the fish as opposed to just slug it out in the deep. It's kind of fun, and plus they're light enough where we can still catch the speckled trout. And you know, there have been some post-spawn rockfish caught too, which I think is important to note. You know, fishing in the shallows recently, and the guy in front of me had one a minute ago. You know, nice big post-spawn, beautiful fish coming out of the flats. You know, and I think that's something that's worth noting because that's a little early for that.
Yeah, we hooked a big I'm guessing post-spawn striper the other day, and it just tore drag until it really couldn't be stopped.
Yeah.
But that was really exciting to see. You know, you have Cortez. I have a rod that Steve Fogel made for me, and I've decided that every rockfish I catch over 40 inches or red drum, I'm going to take some pink nail polish and put a mark on the where the blank split shaft at the handle.
Yeah, put a little tick like an old gunfighter.
Exactly, and I've got I caught a 46-inch rockfish a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to start it with that, and for every plus 40 plus inch fish, I'm going to put a little pink spot.
That's a good one to start it with, Grant. That was a nice fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you have a question, go ahead and ask it, because we got about a minute or two left. I'm sorry, CL, you were about to say something.
No, I'm yeah, the fishing, the fishing down here in the lower Chesapeake has been good. The guys down in the Cape Charles area, they should start seeing some fish showing up anytime. Those ones in Pocosin, I don't know if that was an anomaly or what, but they Glenn and them boys worked them over pretty good, and I hope that continues. I think it bodes well for the season. Just around here, there's been a few fish caught in the Pocomoke sign over in the Tangier where we are today.
Sure.
So yeah, it's the red drum fishing is good. I haven't had any slot fish yet, but the ones we've had have been very healthy. It was cool yesterday because I was setting the anchor, I had one swim right by the damn boat. It swam right by the boat.
Wow.
And yeah, I had a 3/8 ounce head with that Eastern Shore champagne on it, and I was reaching for that to try to cast to it, and got the perch hook caught in my sleeve, and it was just a mess. And we never did get that fish, but we did get one a little bit later, so it was all good.
Excellent. Oh yeah, I was about to ask. Tangier Sound Charters. How does someone book a trip with you?
You can find me on Facebook, at Tangier Sound Charters. You can give me a call the old school way at 410-251-7341. And we'll be happy. Dates are filling up fast. We're blessed.
I put the phone number in wrong. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's 410-251-7341.
341.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, you guys, I tell you, I've been getting a lot of folks that watch the show that I talk to, and the return on it's good. And I appreciate all you guys do.
Hey man, we appreciate you. You're one of the easiest guys that we have on here, because you get a lot of people watching, and you're never at a loss for words. The hardest thing is interviewing someone who says, when I say, "Hey, how's the fishing going?" and they're like, "Good."
Yeah, I lost my hook hat today, man. I had a hook hat on. And it was a little nautical. We had about a 10-mile run to get here, and my hook hat went overboard, and I decided that I wasn't going to turn around to get it. So, but I think I know where I can find another one.
I think they'll take care of you. They like you a lot over there, so I think you'll. I see another one in your future very soon.
Yeah, they got a good product. I tell you you got to give those guys a lot of credit for what they've developed and how hard they're working to grow their brand. They're all over the world now.
Yeah, I mean they're blowing up, and every captain that I put these glasses in their hands, they're immediately sold. I mean, we got Walleye Pete using them now. We got Steve Griffin's using them now.
Good.
Yeah, so I mean, we got you. So between you, Steve Griffin, and Walleye Pete, we got some of the best captains on the bay using those glasses.
I don't know if you can put me up with those boys. Those boys do a damn fine job, and they're always on fish, and they keep their customers happy, and that's
I'm putting you right in there. You know what?
I mean, look. Let me
I'm
show
going
you
to find out, because I'm going to come fishing with you soon.
Look, look at these kids today. They got the net in the water. Say hi to Grant.
Hey, it's bad luck to put that in the water if there's no fish.
Yeah, but that's why I do it, man. That's one of the big benefits of what I do, taking people fishing. To see these kids come out and have a great time and just enjoy themselves on the water with their grandfather. I was sitting here with him, and and they were up in the front of the boat, and you could hear them just laughing and talking, and and just being cousins. It's good stuff.
Yeah, Short Sharp said he went over to OC and got a pair of Hook sunglasses, and he's blown away by the quality, and the lenses are top notch. That's great, man. I'm glad you enjoy the product, and they're just really good people, and it's a great chance to support a Maryland local business.
Yeah, look at this. Can you see that, Grant?
Wowzers!
Yeah. Anytime you see a sunset picture, it means we didn't catch any fish.
You know what? I posted a video several years ago, and I used a sunset as my thumbnail. And Alan Batista texted me, and it was like, "Never post a thumbnail as your sunset as your thumbnail. People automatically know you didn't catch any fish."
Absolutely. Yeah, but for what we haven't caught in red ones today, we made up for it in smiles and laughs with this bunch of people I got. So,
well, hey, you still have some time, and we're going to let you get back to that. But we do have a question of the night to choose. And honestly, I'm blown away. I think we've made it through an entire show without Rodney Green asking a question. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah. You can generally count on him.
He tuned in. He said hello, but no questions from Rodney.
Gotcha.
But we do have questions from Shore Sharp and Sky Blazer.
I like Sure Sharp's question about using the back of the heart, taking the back of the hard crab off.
So we had it's basically, are you using hard crabs for bait or frozen peelers? Short Sharp, we will get those prizes sent out to you, but we got to run to another fishing report. We're going to go to Southeast Florida to do the Florida Keys and Biscayne Bay fishing report in just about 3 minutes. Captain Marshall, you're the man. We always appreciate having you. Close us out real quick.
I'll bet it's a lot warmer down in Key Biscayne than it is where I'm standing right now. It's starting to get cold as the sun's coming down, but we're going to give it a few more minutes. And look, most of all, thanks for all you do, and I appreciate all your support, Grant. Thank you. Thank the Fishing Channel.
Thanks, man. And tell all your customers that I'm sending positive fish bites their way.
We need it, man. We need it. All right, man. Thank you so much.
Take care, man.